The room fell into stunned silence. The silence after Tola's revelation was as sharp as a machete's edge. Deli's parents sat frozen. His mother opened her mouth to speak but found no words. Ronk had quietly vanished into the kitchen, leaving behind a trail of orange juice and trembling footsteps. Deli tried to laugh. "Tola, what kind of joke is this in front of my parents?" Tola's eyes didn't blink. Her voice remained soft. "Do I look like I'm joking?" Then she placed a small envelope on the table. Neat, sealed, but the shape and weight inside were unmistakable, flash drives and photo prints. Deli stared at it like a snake had slithered onto the table. "Open it now, or wait till after church tomorrow when your parents ask what's inside." Deli didn't move. His father cleared his throat, took the envelope, and opened it himself. What he saw made his hand tremble. Photos of Deli and Ronk kissing at a local eatery. Receipts for rent payments made under Deli's name. Screenshots of late-night messages with heart emojis. Audio of phone calls, Deli telling Ronk she suspects nothing. "She thinks I'm tired from work." His mother, now fully alert, rose to her feet and slapped Deli across the back of his head. "So this is how you disgrace the family name, N. With house help?" Deli tried to stammer an explanation, but Tola stood up. "I give everyone 5 minutes to leave my house," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. "Your house?" his father challenged. "Yes. My house. I built it. The documents are in my maiden name." Even Deli's parents didn't know that. That night, Ronk disappeared. Not a bag packed, not a goodbye said. Just vanished. Tola never asked where she went. She didn't need to. She began changing locks. Deli tried to protest, but she was already 10 steps ahead. She had contacted a lawyer 2 weeks ago, an old friend from school now working in Lagos. Quietly, she'd moved half her savings into a different account. She had retrieved all joint documents, closed unnecessary accounts, and opened a file titled, "If I Should Die Unexpectedly," a cold move from a woman who'd been too warm for too long. Then came the anonymous envelope Deli received at work. Inside were photos. Not of Ronk, but of himself. Sleeping in their bed while Ronk took selfies, evidence of his lies captured by his own mistress. A printed report of bank transfers. Notes comparing his earnings to the sudden increase in Ronk's spending. No sender name. Just a typed line. "Your sins are safer with your wife than your enemies." Deli began to lose sleep. Tola didn't fight. She didn't scream. She served him food, folded his clothes, and went to bed on time. But the scariest storm is the one that never announces it's coming. One evening, he asked her, voice low, "Tola, what are you planning?" She turned to him slowly, her expression unreadable. Days turned into weeks, and the house in Ipatu Bay grew quieter, not peaceful, just eerily silent, like the calm in a lion's eyes before the pounce. Tola didn't ask where Deli went or when he came back. She didn't touch his phone or check his shirts for lipstick stains. Instead, she cooked his favorite meals, made his side of the bed, and greeted him each morning with a soft, "Good morning, dear," as if nothing had ever happened. But that was what terrified Deli the most. She was too quiet. Too calm. One night, he woke up to find her watching him. Just watching. "Tola, are you okay?" he asked, sitting up slowly. She smiled. "I'm fine. Just thinking about how easy it is for people to hide their true selves." Then she stood up and walked away, humming a hymn her late grandmother used to sing, "The God who sees all things done in darkness." Deli didn't sleep for the rest of the night. At the office, his world wasn't any better. A whisper here. A stare there. Colleagues suddenly went quiet when he walked into meetings. His manager subtly removed him from a big project. One of the interns, Teo, handed him a brown envelope with shaky hands. "Someone left this for you at reception, sir." Inside, a copy of the company's sexual harassment policy, and an anonymous note, "Your past has claws. Be careful what scratches you." His palms began to sweat. Deli ran to the toilet and splashed water on his face. At home, things got weirder. One afternoon, his car refused to start. Mechanics said someone had poured sugar in the tank. A few days later, his gym subscription was mysteriously cancelled. Then, a text came from an unknown number. "Even your sweat won't save you now." He showed Tola, trying to gauge her reaction. She looked concerned. "That's terrible. Do you think you've made enemies, Deli?" He studied her face. No trace of malice. No blink. Just pure, poisonous grace. The final straw. He woke up one night to find her gone from the bed. The house was dark. He found her in the kitchen, barefoot, slicing vegetables, at 2:47 a.m. She didn't even look up when he entered. "Couldn't sleep," she said. "Too many things on my mind." "You want tea?" He declined, backing away slowly. Later that night, he locked the bedroom door from the inside. Deli had once been the king of his castle. Now, he was a prisoner in his own home, trapped not by bars or chains, but by a woman's silence, and the weight of secrets he could no longer bury. Each day, he asked himself, what does she know that I don't? What is she waiting for? But Tola never rushed revenge. She was Yoruba. She knew how to make a man sweat, not by beating his chest, but by letting his guilt do the work. And still, she smiled.